To jump right into that interview with Guardian Group because they have partnered with the United Nations and established a University for Peace in offering 10 global leadership diploma scholarships across the region. Joining us live from Costa Rica to further discuss this is Mr. Mohit Mukherjee, the founding director of the Center for Executive Education at Upeace. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for joining us this morning. So before we speak about the scholarship, let's tell us about the University for Peace. When was it established?
Yes, it was established by the United Nations back in the early 80s when the Cold War was raging. And there was this recognition that we need a university whose sole focus is really educating leaders for peace.
And what's the main function of the university itself? You know, what do you do today?
Yes, so today we offer two types of programs really. So one is these full-time master's programs, and those require residency in Costa Rica for a year. And through the Center for Executive Education, which is the center that I founded and direct, the Guardian Group has partnered with us to offer leadership development courses. Now, the advantage of these courses is that you can take them wherever you are in the world. They are flexible, so built around the assumption that you are a working professional. And so the delivery methodology is online,
Okay.
but it does allow for this immersive experience, interaction across the different nationalities of participants. So it's a perfect opportunity for people who are already working or in transition, who are not able to necessarily or don't want to do a master's program, but want to invest in their leadership skills to engage with the University for Peace.
And you know, this program, this course, what does it really focus on? I know you said leadership skills and such, but you know, what is the core focus of that program?
Right. So, you know, the umbrella is leadership, but leadership translates to a few different things the way we see it. So, one is certainly the idea of all leaders want to achieve certain objectives, right? But how do we get there? So, we have a number of courses that, just to give you an example, how do you the context now is one that is one of high uncertainty, high volatility, high ambiguity, and people are not working in the same ways they were. At least in Costa Rica, people are working remotely now. So in those conditions, how do you bring together a team, motivate them, and have them meet those objectives that your company and organization might have? So that's an example of one of the courses we look at. Another course that we have actually looks at managing self. Part of any good leadership model is acknowledging that leaders not only manage outward, but they also have to manage themselves. So we have a course called Designing Your Life, Innovating from the Inside Out. And then we have also courses that are more, I would say, tactical in nature. There's a whole course that focuses on negotiation skills. There's another course that focuses on tackling finances and fundraising. There's a course that talks about how do we measure impact, because measuring impact in today's environment is much more than measuring the financial bottom line. You probably want to be measuring things like customer satisfaction, your employees' level of engagement, how well your organization is aligned in terms of its mission, and how that mission trickles down in terms of the people who are working for you knowing that purpose. Now, those are things that are hard to measure. Just think about employee engagement, or employee happiness is a term that we look at. So we have a whole course on how do you measure things when the measurement index or the measurement criteria is not as clear as a financial bottom line.
Right.
So we have about 9 different courses, and the Global Leadership Diploma it brings together 5 courses. So the participants have an option to choose some courses, and there's one required leadership course in the mix.
And that's a very hefty program. Now, you're there in Costa Rica, and I'm interested to know about the partnership with Guardian Group here in Trinidad and Tobago.
That's right. So the Guardian Group, as you know, is in the area of wealth management and insurance, and it has had a presence in the Caribbean region for now over 100 years. And so the Guardian Group sees many ways to support people in its region, and in these times, it felt that investing in education, in leadership, in these volatile, uncertain times is very important. So they found. And decided to partner with the UN established University for Peace's Center for Executive Education as a leading educational institute in the space of leadership education. And what they're offering is 10 full scholarships to people in this region. And so, in order to avail of the Guardian Group's generous, I would say, investment, your viewers can find more information about the scholarship at, I'll just read you the URL. It's www.ggscholarship.com. So once again, it's GG like Guardian Group Scholarship.com for more information on how to apply. Of course, we expect there to be a lot more applications than scholarships. However, I love the quote, you miss every shot you don't take. So if you're viewing this, I would encourage you to check out ggscholarship.com, look at the criteria. If you qualify, you should apply. In a worst case scenario, you don't get selected, but at least you gave it a shot.
All right, that is some exciting news then. 10 full scholarships, can really benefit people. And especially, as you said, in these uncertain times where leadership is so necessary now, it is really fantastic that, the Upeace and the Guardian Group have come together to, fund this program for 10 people who qualify. So again, I just want to underline the website that you gave us. That was www.gg/scholarships.com?
No slash. GG Scholarship in one word.
All right. Well, with that, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning, telling us about this wonderful program and the opportunity that 10 people can have. And so again, thank you, Mr. Mohit Mukherjee, the founding director of the Center for Executive Education at Upeace.
Thank you very, very much. And I'll just share the slogan, which I love, which is leading the life you deserve. I think everybody should do that. So thank you for having me on and having a minute to share a little bit about the synergies between our two organizations.
Very wonderful. Thank you so much.